Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. I'm going to carry on from yesterday. I was reading from a section which I further split in two. And this one's again a slightly longer version, but about Ali Asghar alayhi salam this time, or Abdullah bin Razi as he was known at that time. I'll continue with a couple lines from yesterday. Hot breeze rises occasionally, then slackens. Meanwhile, the Euphrates flows on just beyond the thicket of reed and date palm. Cool, rejuvenating water, so close, yet so far away. What a test it was for the women and children of Hussein's encampment. When Hussein called out, Adam thought he saw Hussein's brother Abbas bin Ali's mutilated corpse move a little in the dancing heat waves. But it seems Hussein knows his final hour has arrived. He returns to his camp and bids farewell to his family. As he starts heading back towards the battlefield, a voice calls him from behind the awning of a tent. Mawla, Mawla, Master, Master. Hussein turns and rushes in the direction of the tent. Just then its flap flings open. Hussein sees his wife standing there. She's clutching a bundle in her arms. Rubab, what are you doing? Hussein says. Here, your son, Ali Asghar. What are you doing with him outside your tent? You could get him hit by an arrow. Oh, Imam, Ali Asghar dropped himself out of his crib when you made your call. What? Hussein chokes. Yes, he did, Rubab says, tears streaming down her face. Hussein holds his infant whose little lips are cracking from thirst. How long has the infant not suckled? A day? Or was it 2 now? The legacy of cutting off access to basic necessities from the Prophet's household seems to continue. Adam remembers reading in a book that Sassano had lent him that the pagan Meccan tribes had also done something similar not too long ago. They had besieged Muhammad and his uncle, Abu Talib, Ali's father, along with other Muslims for 3 years in a box canyon that Abu Talib owned on the outskirts of Mecca. Yet another instance was when Muawiyah bin Abu Sufyan had blocked access to the rivers of the Euphrates in the Battle of Siffin near Raqqa to prevent the troops of Ali ibn Abu Talib, Hussein's father, from quenching their thirst. Now, in the desert of Nainawa at Karbala, it is Hussein's turn. Hussein holds the little Ali Asghar in his arms. Umar bin Saad, Hussein addresses the commander of the enemy forces from the edge of the battleground. You may hold a grudge and have orders to kill me, but what is the fault of this child? He hasn't had nourishment for hours now. At least let him have some water to drink. The sun beats down hard on the land. There is still no stirring among the enemy ranks. Even their flags are motionless in the dead air. O people, do you who proclaim to believe in Allah and the Prophet have no humanity within you? Hussein says. The enemy do not respond. Only Ali Asghar flinches briefly. Okay, Hussein says, if you think I'll use this child as an excuse to get hold of some water for myself, here, I'll put him on the sand. I'll move back and you can come and give it to him yourself. The child begins to squirm on the hot earth. Some of the soldiers cringe at the sight. Now they lower their stares. Others look absently far away into the distance. Umar bin Saad notices their reactions. He gestures to Hurmula bin Kahil, his ace archer, to come forward. I can't allow a mutiny to take place. Act now, he whispers to the archer. Meanwhile, Hussein cannot bear any more to see his child contort on the sand. He lifts him up and cradles him. Do you people have no pity? Let at least the child have some drops of water, he says. Hurmula pulls out an arrow from his quiver. Calmly, he places it in his bow and takes aim. His comrades hold their breath, their eyes set in a hard gaze. Hurmula lowers his arms. The troops around him look perplexed. What's wrong with you? Umar bin Saad shouts. Shoot! Hurmula cocks his head in the direction of the tents behind Hussein. Umar bin Saad peers. What is it? The tent, Hurmula says. The woman. She distracts me. Umar bin Saad looks towards the open flap of a tent behind Hussein. Just then, Rubab, Ali Asghar's mother, retreats into the darkness of her shelter. Just shoot now, Umar bin Saad billows again. A sharp hiss marks the air, followed by a nipped squelch. Before Hussein knows it, the white bundle jolts and arches. Thick blood spurts from it onto his face and chest. Hussein stands there stunned. Then the desert becomes dark. When Hussein's sight clears a little, the outline of an arrow stuck in front of him becomes visible. His eyes trail its shaft downwards. A three-pronged dart designed to hurt big game is lodged in the left arm, neck, and ear of his little Ali Asghar. The universe stops spinning. Hussein begins to tremble. Someone from the enemy lines shouts, Hussein, now why do you tremble so? Adam feels as if his own heart is clamped and twisted, that it will rupture any moment now. Hussein looks towards the sky. He looks down towards the earth. He looks at his child and then again towards the skies. Now he wants to take a few steps forward, but is unable to move. The man of great resolve weakens. He drops to his knees. Why do you not move now, O Hussein? You carried Akbar back to the tents. This one is but a weightless child. Hussein, his throat choking, mumbles, O wretched man, do you not know he has a mother waiting for him? I promised her that I'd bring him back to her, quenched of his thirst. After alternating between consciousness and semi-consciousness for what seems like an eternity, Hussein feebly gathers himself up. He looks at his hand. Blood is dripping from it. He looks towards his encampment. With the murdered baby held in his arms, he begins to trudge towards Rubab's tent. Abruptly, he stops and retreats. Then he tries to advance again. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. We are from Allah, and to Him is our return, he utters. His voice shakes, his tears stream. 7 times does Hussein advance and then retreat, reluctant to reach his wife's tent. How can he? But the inevitable must be done. The baby's mother has to be informed. Adam cannot hold himself back any longer. He drops to his knees on the dust by the side of the road, covers his face with his hands, and cries uncontrollably. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad. Al-Fatiha.